Now I can start transferring all of my cobblestone down into here. This is going to take a while. But this will free up a lot of storage space for me. I will be able to reclaim those 10 storage chests, which are 5 double chests worth of cobblestone. I'm going to be able to do a lot of stuff with all of this. Let me deposit my inventory here, because I have a feeling that this will go much easier if I am actually able to make use of my entire inventory. I will keep the stone axe because I still need something to break open the storage chests with at some form of rapid speed, because that yeah, that's definitely much better. So let's go ahead and fill up. Actually, why am I filling up that one? I want to fill up the top row first. So I shall place a storage barrel up there and up there. And that will allow me to go ahead and just start filling up all of the different lines of cobblestone in the storage chests. Okay, so I need another 3, which fortunately I seem to have gathered already. There. Okay, onwards to the next storage chest worth of cobblestone. It just sounds so lovely every time. I'm going to actually accelerate this whole reclamation by breaking a second storage chest, because for whatever reason that sounded like a good idea. Yeah. Boop, 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 boop. Oops. Boop, 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 boop. Just transferring entire stacks of cobblestone into storage. Let me move these around just a smidge, just a little, because I want to fill up the top row first. Also, what did I just see with this? Apparently a graphical issue. Oh, there must be granite on the other side of that wall. Okay, that makes sense. Or at least it does now. The benefit of me transferring the cobblestone this way is that it allows me to easily keep track of when I misplace something. So if I end up with an item missing from where it should be, I will know, simply by virtue of everything not lining up. You know? It's a 1-to-1 ratio of storage chest to barrel. So 1 double chest is 2 barrels, but it's also 2 storage chests. Yeah. So yeah, the various aspects of Final Fantasy XI are quite confusing for a lot of new players because it's an MMO, and MMOs have a tendency to get a little bit weird on people. The learning curve is definitely a steep one for the GUI of Final Fantasy XI. It's not the easiest GUI to master. What? Oh, right. Magma block. I'm like, what just hit me? And then I look down, it's like, oh, magma block. Of course. Why wouldn't it be a magma block? How silly of me to think otherwise. So yeah, the game itself is very well interwoven, so it keeps the player very entertained, especially the players who actually pay attention to the storyline. There is a storyline. Don't get that mistaken. Like, there is a storyline. It is an MMO, yes, but there is a plot, you know? At its heart, it is still Final Fantasy, and it's still an RPG. So, there is a plot, there is a story element to the game. How well you enjoy that story element is almost entirely up to you. However, it is worthy of noting that a lot of people don't actually pay attention to the story for some reason. I don't know why. They think it's a good idea, apparently, to just hurry through everything and just read what happened later, which works for some people, but there's a lot of visual effects that go into the game that those types of people miss out on. So people will ask me quite frequently when I play that game, why are you still just standing there? Like, what's wrong with you? Are you okay? You haven't respawned on this side of the zone yet. It's like, oh yeah, I'm just watching this cutscene. They're like, oh, just skip through it. And it's like, but I'm watching it. They're like, yeah, you can read what happened later. And it's like, no, you don't understand. I'm watching the cutscene. I'm actually looking at what happened, and I'm finding out, like, the plot of the Vanadale country. I'm watching the story unfold. It's actually quite a fascinating story. They're like, yeah, I guess. And I said, well, I'll tell you what. You have some time to kill waiting for me. So instead of just wasting time, why don't you go ahead and read what happened? And they said, that actually sounds like a really wise idea. Why didn't I think of that? And it's like, because you were too busy trying to hurry me along so that you could get to killing goblins? And they were like, yeah, that sounds about right. And it's like, yeah. So, they would frequently find themselves sitting there and just reading along with what happened. Meanwhile, I'm sitting there watching the cutscene, and I'm seeing all magic spells getting fired off. I'm seeing all of the various special effects going off and happening. It looks really cool. And they're just like, yeah, I guess it was okay. And it's like, oh my god, did you see that spell? And they were like, what spell? And it's like, in the cutscene. Oh, no, I skipped the cutscene. Oh, well, maybe you should watch the cutscenes, because some of these aren't replayable. And they're like, oh, it's like my sixth character. It's like, oh, okay. Have you ever watched the cutscene? No. Well then, maybe you should watch the cutscene once. Tell you what, why don't you go make another character? But I've already got 6. I know, and because you've never watched a single one of the cutscenes, you have no idea what you're missing out on. Of course, this was the days before YouTube became popular, so I guess now they could just watch it on YouTube, but it definitely takes a lot of the fun out of playing Final Fantasy XI if you're just going to watch all the cutscenes on YouTube. It's not quite the same. It doesn't offer that feeling of, you know, it's my character and I earned this, and it denies you that satisfaction of being like, I did this task, you know. So it's definitely awkward to try figuring out how all of this stuff fits together. Oh, I just realized I can fit some of the smooth stone into here when I pull that out next time. Darn. Well, technically, actually, it's pulling it out as fast as it's putting it in. So, yeah. I would need to... I know what I can do. I can grab a redstone block, a block of redstone, and I can simply lock the hopper. There we go. Now, after a few more stacks of smooth stone gets smelted up, I'm able to go ahead and safely retrieve my my inventory from the smooth stone. Oh, right. I said I was going to look into seeing if I could repair my items with stone or smooth stone. So apparently with stone, I'm able to repair items, which is nice, I guess, except I don't repair my stone tools because that uses experience. Are you crazy? So yeah, I'm able to repair some stone tools, various objects and whatnot. Let me put that down there for the moment. Let me store, let's see, we've got the bow. Oops, didn't mean to throw that on the ground. Wrong storage chest. I want this one. We've got that, 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 and that. And then I want to go, let's see, the bow goes there. I want to go ahead and make blocks of coal because that's kind of useful. I want to store the blocks of coal because that's also kind of useful. Let's see, what else did I want to do? Right, I wanted to see about merging some of these pickaxes. However, in order to do that, first I need a pickaxe worthy of merging. Okay, well, I don't need a silk touch stone pickaxe, much less one that is heavily damaged. However, unbreaking 1, efficiency 2. Do I have unbreaking 1, efficiency 2? I do! Okay, so now I have unbreaking 2, efficiency 3. At full health, I might add. For 4 levels. There we go. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Do I have an unbreaking 2 item? I have an unbreaking 2 item, but in order to upgrade this, I need... What do I need? I need to do this. And then I take these two. And that's going to cost me 9 levels. So I need to do a little bit of fishing. But I should be able to repair, finally, my stone pickaxe. Make it a really good pickaxe. This is going to definitely help me with the excavation, as the efficiency 3 allows me to just eat through the stone like it's nothing. Well, not like it's nothing. I mean, it's clearly something, but you get the idea. It allows me to just carve right through the stone. Okay, I'm going to want to actually grab this leather out of here. Dried kelp. Is there anything in the furnace, in the smoker? No. Boop. There we go. Now there's one reserved. And then I have had 41 on me. Let me go ahead and reserve that one again. Yeah. So yeah, I ate 2 steaks and now I'm full hunger. Again, I'm full on my belly. Get in my belly. Good old Austin Powers. Specifically, that was not Austin Powers himself. That was one of the bad guys, but it was a good movie. So, yeah. Did I just try and leap on the... Oh, I tried to leap on the grindstone. I was like, did I just try and leap on the 3 tall furnace? Because if so, that's just a derp moment. But no, I tried to leap on the grindstone. I just kind of failed to leap on the grindstone. It's fine. I mean, I wasn't even trying to leap on the grindstone. My character did, but I wasn't. No, forward. Why is he sneaking? Okay. Now I've got all of these beetroot seeds that I need to... Well, I guess I don't need to plant them because I'm only storing a stack of beetroot seeds and a stack of beetroot. Helps to actually store a full stack. So I shall throw these in the composter, and then I shall switch to wheat, I believe. Because I need a lot of hay bales. Additionally, on top of being able to breed llamas with hay bales, I am able to utilize hay bales to cushion my landing from extreme falls. So if I wanted to, I could technically make a little landing pad for when I need to go running off the side of the cliff for whatever reason. Well, I mean, I'm going to plant it anyway, so I just didn't want to plant it yet. There, now I want to plant it. So now it's already planted, and I'm good. one thing that is kind of annoying about growing wheat is that the chickens will constantly want to bother me while I'm trying to replant the seeds. Because chickens eat seeds. So the chickens will, of course, walk up to me and be like, "Oh, we want seeds. Can we, like, get some seeds? I'll like, really love it. And I'll be able to breed with other chickens." And it's like, well, yes, but no. Because A, I'm not in the mood for giving out these seeds. B, these seeds are for my farm. So it really does help to have a farming villager that is willing and or able to utilize the area appropriately. I should harvest the sugarcane too. Oops, did not intend to break that. There we go. Much better. Got it all repaired, all fixed up. Okay. Now, I just go around gathering all of the sugarcane that I just broke off, and that allows me to go through, gather up a stack of sugarcane, because that's how much it drops. It's exactly one stack when it's too tall for all of these. The easy way to tell if I missed any is if I don't have a full stack. 63 and 64. See? One full stack. Every time. And then the spares, I'll just, well, technically, once this all grows to too tall, I can actually pull out the sugarcane. I probably won't, because I kind of need actually more sugarcane. I need roughly the same amount of storage for sugarcane as I have for cobble. But for that type of storage, for that level of storage, I will want a more industrialized build for my sugarcane farm. You are attached to a wandering trader that has fallen a little too low for his own good. So let's get you situated with something a little more climbable. Really? Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. Mercy. There. Ow. That guy will eventually despawn. These guys, however, are problematic. As are these guys, actually. But not for the same reason. Just rotten flesh. He didn't even drop rotten flesh. Rip off. Yeah, see, this guy's supposed to have despawned. Because that other guy is in the area. So, that guy was not supposed to still be existing, and yet he was existing. So, I went ahead and offed him, you know. As for the wandering trader, well, there's a simple solution for him. Boop. And boop. There we go. Now the next one can respawn. And on top of that, I don't have to worry about... Wait, what? No, don't drop the food. What are you doing? Oh, God. I gotta deal with this. Okay. So, apparently, my game thought I wanted to drop the steak. Which is stupid, because why would I ever want to do that? Okay, so I got my cooked beef, steaks. Now I'm climbing this waterfall here because this waterfall leads all the way up to here. And now I'm back up. Ta-da! It's amazing. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I can actually dig through the stone faster than I can sneak walk now. So the sneak walking is mostly just to make sure I don't auto jump, so that, you know, my aim stays true, my aim stays accurate. But at the same time, like, sometimes I will not want to mine out the last block in an area because that block might be alongside a ledge. So I just kind of go around and I carve out the edges of the area where I am working in order to provide myself some form of ample buffer for item collection. I don't want the items flying off the cliff. If they are going to fly off the cliff, I want them to fly off the cliff like all at once. I don't want them to fly off one at a time and have me just constantly jumping off the cliff in order to go chasing after all of the items. Instead, I would much rather have the items fall off the cliff all at once, and then I go down there once and I retrieve all the items. Very simple, very straightforward, very easy. I will go ahead and excavate this stone section over here because this is kind of annoying to have to deal with. Let's see, where's the anvil? There's the anvil. It's a great way of marking out where the bed is. I just look for the anvil. Where did I leave the bed? Well, where's the anvil? There it is. Oh, there's the bed. Very straightforward. I love it. Switch to my shovel. Collect this soil. Dirt. Okay. What about that soil I dug up earlier? Did I need to do anything about that? No, it appears it was on stone. I think. Yeah, looks like. Okay. So then I go around here, see what else we've got. We've got dirt here. Well, some grass. Good thing I caught it. That grass can quickly become annoying. That's why I pave it with the path blocks. Allows me to make good time on digging up all of this soil. Has me going through a few extra shovels in the process because, you know, I have to use some durability on my shovel in order to make the path block. And so as a result, each dirt block takes twice as much durability because I'm constantly, repaving the path blocks. But they break so much faster. So the negligible amount of time that I spend rebuilding my shovel is probably countered by the offset provided by having less work needed to achieve the same goal as before. I need shovel. There we go. And then I come back over here and I path block these blocks so that the torches are not able to spread grass to them, because that's really the only source of grass up here is these torches, and that's just because I didn't break the torch and pave the grass block beneath them first. The lanterns don't have grass beneath them because they block out the sunlight, so the block immediately beneath them has no grass. However, if a block is 2 blocks beneath them, they can have grass. So like this block could have grass, as long as the block above it is open air. That's a useful tip for when you're trying to figure out if grass is able to be grown in a certain spot. Is first you need to figure out whether or not a block is on top of it, because that's the most important thing. Is there a block on top of the dirt block that you're trying to spread grass to? If so, then you gotta fix that first. However, not all blocks will block the growth of grass. Torches, for example, put the grass block and or dirt block into a bit of a suspended state where you can't really interact with it. Like, sheep won't eat the grass, you can't pave the block, that kind of stuff. However, grass also won't spread to it. So, a bit of a mixed bag. Is that torch still needed for spawning countermeasures? No. Okay. So yeah, a lot of progress is being made. The most obvious telltale sign of progress being made is the lanterns, which are not flat with everything else. The more lanterns there are that are not in line with this ceiling here, the more progress has been made. So as you can see, progress there. And then as I turn over this way, you can see all of those lanterns. Those 4 need to be turned around. Those need to be lowered. All of these need to be lowered. Some actually need to have new lanterns placed because all of the lanterns have hold on, I got distracted because I'm managing my inventory. Some of them will have a need for new lanterns to be placed. because I just went out too far. Like it's just grass and dirt otherwise. So some of this area will need new lanterns, such as out here. Some of the area just needs to have the lanterns lowered, such as the majority of everything that I've excavated so far. Okay. Now a lot of this just needs path blocks, because path blocks prevent mob spawns last I checked. At the very least, it prevents peaceful mobs from wandering up here looking for grass, so either way works for me, really. It keeps the peaceful mobs away. Oh, is there a torch on that? Okay. So let me just crawl my way over here. There we go. I mean, technically I'm not crawling because there is a crawling animation, somewhat, on Minecraft. Specifically the swimming animation when you end up in a space that is too small for your character to fit in. So when you, for example, activate a trapdoor while you are occupying the same space, and you find yourself in a one tall gap, that puts you in what is known as the crawling animation, which is technically the swimming animation. So if you look it up internally, it's the swimming animation. But if you look it up on YouTube, it's the crawling animation. So perspective is a funny thing, you know. That's my conclusion. Perspective is a funny thing. I mean, it's not haha funny, it's strange funny. You know? It's not the kind of funny that amuses like a clown. That's for sure. Funny? What, like I amuse you like a clown? Oh, yeah. Oh. Well, why didn't you say so? It's like, oh, I thought you were offended, boss. Oh, I am. It's like, oh. Yeah. It's like, yeah. So there is, I say so a lot, don't I? There is definitely a lot to be learned from well, first off, there's a lot to be learned from Final Fantasy XI, just in general. Second off, there's a lot to be learned from Final Fantasy XI as an MMO, because they did a lot of things right on Final Fantasy XI. They did some things wrong. For example, the crafting system, you can't actually master all of the different crafting trees. You can master one crafting tree, and you can also master fishing with that crafting tree as well. But you can't master multiple crafting trees, such as alchemy alongside what was it? Alchemy alongside smithing, for example. That's not exactly the best idea. A lot of people will want to master their smithing as well as their alchemy. So, not the best idea to throttle that. But it does provide a lot of interesting builds. It provides some very interesting responses to the various situations which people can find themselves in. Is there any dirt left in here? Nope. Okay. Then I also want to go visit my storage chest out here, where I store my rotten flesh, because this is where I store the mob spawns. Now you can see the crops are definitely growing. Let me store up this stuff. What else was there? There was something else. Cope? No. Wasn't cope? Oh, I could put the food in, but it's just going to burn one of the kelp blocks. So instead, I'll put one coal in. One coal, of course, being good for 8 items. So that will preserve one of the kelp blocks. Kelp, of course, being good for 20 items. I am aware that I could easily turn that coal into a coal block, making the coal worth 80 items instead of 8, which is much more preferable, but that takes another 8 coal. So it's 9 coal to craft the 8 coal per, or 8 items per coal into the 80 items coal blocks. I shall grab this one. And then what I need to do is I need to find those. Okay. Now for a fun little trick. Now you may wonder where I just threw all of those items, because obviously I threw them somewhere. I don't know if you caught that on video, but if you watch the slow-mo instant replay, you can see that what I'm doing is I'm actually throwing the items down into the water column here, where the water column is gathering the items through use of the magma block. So all of the items are now down here next to this magma block, where they are safely stored and collected. Now that I have all of that, I can start making use of these storage barrels, where I can store up bunches and bunches and bunches of cobblestone. And then I walk over here, pick all that up, and that works a lot better than needing to go all the way back up to my base in order to retrieve more cobblestone, because now I have my cobblestone storage filled up. I'm able to quickly and easily retrieve all of my materials. And then I just store the leftovers down here. I need to deposit a few other things. On top of that, I need to deposit what appears to be some more kelp. So yeah, the item hopper is definitely starting to feel the burn, as it were. Let me refill this cobblestone. Walk back over here. Deposit the cobblestone in there. Now I want to deposit my gravel. And then I want to withdraw the coal, deposit the leather. Oh, I finally have a full stack. Took it long enough. Go over here to the crafting table, craft 1 block of coal because I need the blocks of coal. Because I went and grabbed all of my coal and put it in these. Which used to be a full stack of coal. So that should definitely, that should startle you a little bit. I'll burn 1 block of coal in there just to clear out some of the backlog. I will deposit more smooth stone, simply because I want to have more inventory space. I have a lot more levels now because I withdrew the smooth stone, so I shall grab my items here. That's 11 levels, that's 11 levels, they're both 11 levels. Unbreaking 3, Efficiency 4, Stone Pickaxe. Ladies and gentlemen, I forgot to rename it. Subscribe. But I have one. And that's just a easy way to show off how easy it is for a, let's see, Unbreaking 2, Smite. I could give it Smite. I'll give it Smite, sure. So that's an example of how easy it is to have. Okay, so that's 4 levels, that's 14 levels. Something tells me that's going to be a very expensive axe to repair. And then I've got, yeah, okay. Now I want to, where did I put those stone storages? I can put them back down, actually. Boop, 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 boop. And then I sneak, and that allows me to place chests on top of chests. I shall put these here instead of stacking them up like I had them. You know. So yeah, that's going to smelt 80 more smooth stone. Theoretically, I actually want to retrieve a little bit more smooth stone out of here because I want to make full use of the coal block. I will move the smooth stone into one of these double chests as well as the regular stone because that needs to actually go back into the system. I honestly should not have pulled out the smooth stone. Only reason I pulled it out that time was to retrieve the experience from the furnace. Same for last time, honestly. But what's going to end up happening is this smooth stone is going to end up draining out of the system because this is going to smelt up. Let me see. No, it's still depositing. Where is it depositing? Oh, it's depositing into the hopper. Okay. Gesundheit. Hey! Hey! Where did you guys spawn from? Where did you guys spawn from? You guys should not be able to spawn in here. How did you guys get in here? No, seriously, how did they get in here? Ah, great. So now I gotta clear out bats from my cave. You know what? Let me just do it the old-fashioned way. I shall run all the way down here. And then I look over this way. Looks like some of them are still existing. However, it seems one of them did disappear. I did retrieve the minecart. It was, in fact, all the way down there. In this storage barrel, all the way over here. So yeah, now that I'm heading this way, that bat, yeah, see, that bat disappeared. Now, while I'm over here, I can gather some slime, which will offer me even more experience as I slaughter these massive slimes. Ow. Ow. Okay, looks like I'm working from the corner. I like working from corners, but I'm working from corners. This is why I don't like working from the corner. Because while I'm trying to nail the big one, I have all these little ones making all this noise, and it's kind of loud, and obnoxious, and noisy, and little mini slimes everywhere. But you know what? It leaves a lot of slime all over the place. So I got 37 slime just from enduring that little itty bit of ear rape, and then on top of that, I also gained almost 2 levels. So, was it worth it? You tell me. I think it was worth it because I got a bunch of slime, I leveled up, I managed to... You annoying little cretins. Okay, I'm just gonna swing wildly at you guys. Because you guys should not be down here. How did you guys get down here? Stop running. Where'd you go? There you are. Stop running. Annoying little creatures. Ah, I almost got you. What? I'm switching to my sword. Where'd you go? There you are. Jumped on the cactus to try and hit the bat. I just want to murder you. It's fine. Stop running. Got it. No experience, of course. He's a bat. What'd you expect? But yeah, that does not explain where in the heck he spawned from. Same for this guy. Where did they spawn from? They shouldn't be able to spawn anywhere down here. The light levels are too high. Got him. Wildly swinging for the win. Yeah, the light levels are way too high down here for them to spawn. Even up here. Like, up here, it's the same situation. They can't spawn anywhere because the light levels are too high. You know, this is the ceiling above my mine all the way down to x equals 400.